think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that will extend this big lead.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
3 yards the gain there, second down. Cousins gives way to Cook. He'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Number 30.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. On the move to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in. And the Ravens add on. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he?
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Rifles one incomplete.
No good on the
I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
1st and 10. At their own 29.
Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run it again with Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Back now in Baltimore. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. On on 2nd and 9. Cousins. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Kirk Cousins sacked.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Calais Campbell, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Catch made.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Now Jackson forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. The quick feet by Jackson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired, and he's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
And incomplete on the deep ball. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Anthony Barr able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. Oh, he sheds himself free. Oh, but he'll be stopped well short of the first down marker, and it's a turnover on downs. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. A first down throw for Cousins. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Patrick Queen.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins.
Yards to go.
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Lamar Jackson sacked.
He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he'd been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Pass interference. Defense.
What's up, man? So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1. And in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped. and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he loses the football a second time.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the receiving team.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Well, instead of fourth down after the incompletion, it'll be first down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. But a Viking was able to corral this one, and Minnesota will keep possession. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Matt Judon, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Third and long for Cousins. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
Touchdown, Ravens.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Tucker now for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. So the final seconds tick away.